Good morning, foodies. Welcome to my tiny kitchen. Today's a nice day here where I'm at. Hope it's a nice day where you are. So today we're talking about junk food to health food. And if you're like me and you've been eating healthy this month, you might start getting cravings for things that are unhealthy and have terrible ingredients, things like chips and soda and candy and things like that. Not all of that is bad, but there are some healthy alternatives. So if you're starting to have those cravings, or if you're a huge snacker like I was, then this might be the YouTube for you. So a lot of people like the crunch, the salty crunch. That's more my thing than the sweet things. And a couple of things that I do for that is, one, I make kale chips. Your oven at 450 degrees, toss some kale, curly leaf kale that you've de-stemmed works the best. Toss it in a little olive oil, just lightly. If you drench it, it takes a long time to get crispy, so you just want to kind of coat it a little bit, little salt, put it on parchment paper, and put it in the oven. And after about 5 minutes, just start to watch it. And once it starts to get a little crispy on the edge, take it out and season it how you want and throw it in a bowl and eat away. And you will get like that crispy, salty thing that you get from potato chips, and you'll be nourishing your body. Another thing is popcorn. Popcorn is awesome. So I buy popcorn like this from a local farm. They get it in bulk and package it. It's local. It's non-GMO, which is really important with corn. Another option is buying specialty corn like this, which is heirloom, which won't have GMO or anything in it either. And you can make, the great thing about popcorn is it saves. So you can make a huge pot of it and put it in little plastic baggies and take it, have it throughout the week. Keep it in your car so that you're not tempted to get those french fries at the drive-thru. And then another thing I love to have on hand are these awesome little like herb blends. So one is this Floresa Botanics Herbashake, which is made in Sebastopol locally, and she sources her herbs from a lot of really great sources. She either grows them herself or she gets them from the herb exchange. And it has a lot of great stuff in it. This is actually something that's meant to be sort of like a nutritional supplement because it has turmeric, sesame seeds, manzanita berries, milk thistle seeds, fenugreek, nettles, sea salt, black pepper, burdock root. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Kelp, bladderwrack, and garlic. But it actually tastes pretty good. I think it also has a good amount of nutritional yeast. And if you can't find something like this that tastes delicious that you can put on your popcorn or even on your kale chips, then nutritional yeast is a good way to go. If you're not familiar with it, usually they have it in bulk in places like Whole Foods, and you can just try it for 25 cents or something like that. But I urge you to try it. It has like that cheesy flavor. In a lot of vegan dishes, they substitute that for Parmesan cheese. So especially if you like Cheetos, just a little nutritional yeast with some salt really might satisfy that craving. And for something sweeter, I have a friend who is the Natural Suburban, and you can Google her. She has a great Etsy site, and she does these beautiful little labels with everything that's in the jar. But this one is her sweet rosehip breakfast sprinkle, which is also awesome on popcorns if you want something sweet. It does have a little bit of sugar in it, but it's a very small amount. And she sources, again, from really great resources in the area. So look her up on Etsy. Another thing she does is home-style ranch mix. If you like Hidden Valley Ranch, which is sort of the ranch of all ranches, this will knock it out of the park. You will be addicted to this. You can put this in hummus. You can put it in yogurt. You can sprinkle it on anything, make mashed potatoes. So this is something that's really, really awesome. Another thing she has is a mustard and turmeric blend, and turmeric is great. So if you're working out a lot, you're having inflammation, then you might want something like this that has some turmeric in it. So, so that's kind of my salty, crunchy part of this. The next is sweets. So if you're having a craving for sweets, one thing that I would do actually is drink a glass of water. Sometimes when we're craving sweets, it's just our body saying that we are dehydrated and we need water. So try that. If that doesn't work, maybe some herbal tea might help. And if that doesn't work, I would really encourage, and if you really are hungry too, and you have been working out a lot, or you just took a walk around the block and your body's kind of feeling fatigued, a handful of almonds will really help those sugar cravings. And if you really need something else, maybe mix in just a few pieces of dried fruit. Dried fruit has a lot of sugar in it, or even some really dark chocolate pieces or cacao nibs too. You can also make your own trail mix that way. Whole Foods also has pretty good trail mix section in their bulk section. So, but you only want like a little handful like that. And again, if you get through that and you're like, oh, that's not enough, have a glass of water, wait a couple minutes, and I'm sure the craving will subside. So I hope that gives you some tips and tricks on how to stick to your New Year's goals. And I will not be here next week because we have 5 weeks in, or 5 Fridays in January. And so I'm going to take a week off. And next month, we will focus on love and how to love your vegetables. So there's a lot of great winter vegetables, and every week I will focus on one that maybe not a lot of people know about or know what to do with, but are amazingly delicious. So have a delicious week, and I will see you next week. All right. Thanks for joining me.